Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to Logs of Game Finds. And today, a little unconventional. It's been a lot of yard sales, a lot of pawn shops, a lot of thrift stores. Today, retail finds, baby. But not just any retail finds, the best retail finds, clearance. So, online, I had been seeing that Target, in anticipation of like the Switch 2 and kind of just making more space in general at the start of the year, was clearancing off a bunch of games. And initially I thought it was just Switch games. I thought it was just Switch budget releases. But as you'll see, quite more expansive than that. But I was seeing that online, so I started checking out some Targets. And the first one I checked out was on, I think it was Monday. It was just a local one. And I kind of looked around. I checked it's like some are like the end cap clearance. Some are like they have the like loose games in like the hard like plastic cases. So I checked there and I found Goosebumps Dead of Night for Switch. And as you can see, which will be a recurring thread, was $19.99, now $5.99. So $6 brand. All of these are sealed. Also, everything in this video is factory sealed. So for a sealed Switch game, I was like, $6, I'll throw it on the shelf. And oh boy, I was like, oh, that's great. I wonder if any more Targets have anything. So then I checked. It's probably the third closest Target to me. It wasn't too far. And then I think this was Monday evening after D&D. I was feeling really lucky about this like one specific Target, so I was like, I'll go try, I'll see if they have anything. And it was one that I had seen online that I was very much hoping would get from another store. They had 1 million copies of this as well. It is Xenoblade Chronicles 3 for Nintendo Switch. This was $59.99, now $17.99. So 70% off. And this was really like the sweet spot of the ones I was looking for, is like the full like $60 price, marked down to $18. But yeah, I saw that, pulled it out immediately, and yeah, happy to add that to the collection. Was really hoping to find some Xenoblade games in this, so glad I got that one. Then this is where I really cranked it up, because I got those two, and I was like, hey, I'm close to San Antonio, I'm close to Austin. I'm going down to see the new film Love Hurts. It was solid movie. And I was like, hey, there's some Targets around there. I'll hit those up, like when I'm down in San Antonio. So before the movie, I went to one, and they had way more clearance games. I kind of went through them. There were some I could have picked up. Honestly, like as this goes on, I got more and more selective. There are a good few games to choose from. I ended up going with one I was kind of keeping an eye on for a while. It's Hello Neighbor 2, the deluxe edition, with the like keychain. And this was $39.99. I got for $11.99. Yeah, so cool like collector's edition, kind of big box Switch game. I don't really have any collector's editions for Switch games. So yeah, for $12, happy to add that to the collection. Then I saw the movie, and I went to the next closest Target to that, and the first thing I found was Smile on DVD. This was $5, and now it was $3.50. Yeah, I wanted to see this movie, so $3.50. It says repackaged. I'm guessing this was an online item, because I don't think they have DVDs in stores anymore at Target, sadly. But then they had a good few games to choose from. And the one I went with was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants Unleashed for PS5. And was $39.99, now $11.99. This one's funny because the pawn shop by me that I check out pretty frequently, they just got this in for Switch, just the cartridge, not even have the case, and they wanted like $30 for it. And I was like, dang, I would have gotten it if it was cheaper. So $12 for that, pretty good. And TMNT games usually hold their value pretty well over the years. So yeah, happy to get that. And then by this point, I'm like, all right, we're rolling. So I hit up a bunch more Targets. All of them within like an hour of them closing. I was just like running in and out. Like I knew exactly what to check for, and it is honestly worth checking other sections as well. I don't have it here, but I'll grab it. It was they were also at one of the Targets the next day, they were discounting the Lunar New Year stuff. So I got this Pocky like multi-pack. Like it has chocolate, strawberry, cookies and cream, matcha, half off. So, and I was kind of walking through like the housewares, and that was like a bunch of stuff was also on sale there. A lot of like, you know, like marked down from like $200 to like $100 or more off. So I was keeping an eye out there as well. But we were rolling. We hit a few more Targets. Didn't find anything at those. But then there was one more. That's the last one I hadn't gone to yet before I like went back to my apartment. And this clearance case was like, it was in the menswear section. It was so odd. It was in like it was like facing out to like the men's like clothing section, but it was like backed up to the tech section. So it was like a glass case, and I looked inside and there were a bunch of games. There were so many games in there. This one I was being like super selective, just trying to find like the best value of like the ones that like we're still like we're going for a bunch and just would be super hard to find otherwise without clearance. So first one I grabbed, Metroid Prime Remastered, was $39.99, now $11.99. That's a cool one. That's one I saw online, and I hadn't really seen it at any store up to that point, so that was a cool one. And now this is one I don't think even online. I say online. This is like Nintendo Switch, r/Nintendo Switch collectors or something like that. Was like where I found out about this. I didn't see this anywhere. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This game released, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before. Last year. And this was, the tag's off it. It was $69.99, marked down to 20 something, 70% off of that. But yeah, like still like, even online, like still like a full priced game. But yeah, I've heard really good things about the Final Fantasy VII Remake. And yeah, at first I thought this was the one that came out first. This is like the second game of the remake. But I guess all the better. So that was cool. And then the next day I was like, all right. There were a few stores in Austin that were kind of calling my name, that I was kind of like feeling may have some good fortune there. And at this point I am being just so selective. Like I think the first one I went to, they had it was a TMNT, TM Mutant Ninja Turtles game for Switch. It wasn't this one, but it was a different one. It was like, you know, $5. It was marked down from 20. And there's just a bunch of games. I was being so selective. I was specifically looking just the best. And going into it, there was one specific game I was looking for, and it was the Horizon 2 collect the like complete edition, like with the DLC and all of that. Because I knew it released like relatively recently. I've heard the game's really fun, and I didn't want to miss out on it. And I was like, I haven't seen that anywhere. Like it was like at the stores, but not on clearance at all. And then I think this was the second one I went to, or third Target of the day I went to. Horizon Forbidden West not collector's edition, complete edition. Was $59.99, now $17.99. Deeply discounted. I'm gonna turn this down. There's a little behind the scenes of my copyright-free lo-fi. But yeah, so excited to see this one. They also had Persona 3 Reload for PS5. That was marked down to 20 because it was originally 70. But I kind of looked online. It was like it dropped to like $35, $40 game. So I kind of passed on that. But this is like still like you can't get this for anywhere less than 60. So very happy to add that. Specific one I was looking for. And then went to a few more Targets. And then the second to last one of the day. Again, the clearance was kind of like spread throughout the media section. And this didn't have a tag on it. It was like behind glass, but like there were games in front of it, so you had to like peel back the game to like look at what was behind it. This wasn't represented like at the front at all. Didn't have a tag, didn't say it was on sale. I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna try because I saw this was clearance and this is what I'm looking for. This is one of the top ones I'm looking for because I think it's had a limited print run and it's gonna be hard to find. I've heard these games are good. But I like asked them to play, hey, can you like scan this? And they confirmed it was indeed on sale. Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp for Nintendo Switch. This was, again, no price, no discount sticker at all. There was no sticker at the like tags at all indicating it was on sale. Was $59.99, marked down to whatever the like $17.99, like 70% off. So happily picked that up, and yeah, just like incredible quality of like brand new Switch and PS5 games. So happy with these finds, just awesome. So check out your nearest Targets. You never know what you'll find. So thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, comment if you had any good luck finding stuff from Target, and follow my Instagram at Logza, and yeah.